So my last few videos have shown you just how much of a shithole Kick really is, along with the people who make it and give it that stigma. And this video is going to be no different. If it was, the world would be ending. But if you guys didn't know, Adin Ross has been trying to get in on this influencer boxing hype that's been building up the last couple of years. And of course, because he has the money, he can set up everything in little to no time. Does that mean it's going to be good? Why don't we ask Tana Mojo?
I let so many people down and I want to make it right, but it's crazy. This is not something I ever thought would happen, and I don't know what to do, but I have to make it right. And to let you down, people who love us, to love me, and love you down is so heartbreaking.
So basically what it means is you take the time to prep appropriately and then put on something spectacular. But that's the thing, whether or not he prepared, to Adin, this was spectacular. And with the amount of brain dead children who follow everything he says also saying this was spectacular, it's basically a win-win for his ego. But for his event, it's the complete opposite. So before the event even started, while I was still going around social media, KSI saw what's happening and was like, guys, this is totally my thing. I'm the one who started getting their friends to fight other friends. So if you guys could pause and go back to whatever it is you were doing, that would be fine. Which is how it should have gone down. But once KSI responded, all of Adin's fans started doxing KSI and his mom, kind of like how this guy doxed himself in my comments. The fact that you would ever think I'd go to Covina just shows that you're most likely black, and that's just going on how shitty your neighborhood is. But doxing someone who lives in another fucking country is like sending death threats to someone who lives in another state. You gotta make it here first, dummy. And it's not like you can SWAT them. Have you seen how London's SWAT looks? They're the only ones goofy enough to cut mouth holes in their masks, like a thin layer of fabric was stopping them from talking. They look like that meme. But even though KSI was threatening to sue Adin if he put on his event, he's like, did you forget that I'm Jewish and by default that gives me a legal advantage over you? So he went on to put on his boxing event anyways.
But if you want to have people in tuxedos and shit wait outside my warehouse and serve me fucking paperwork, that is just gay, bro. Flat out gay. It is gay as bro. But hey, misfits, do your own thing. I'm still, you gotta understand, I'm Jewish, bro. You're gonna have to fight with my Jewish lawyers. You UK, British, shitty ass lawyers are not gonna be able to mine. So let's go. Now I'm really doing this event. I don't give a We're doing this event now. I'm gonna give the people what they want because you guys can't give the people what you want. I don't even think KSI had something to do with this. I think it was the other motherfucker. Shame on you. You are sad. You're going out bad. And now I'm gonna really clown the out of you. Because guess what? I wasn't even trying to clown you. I was trying to be on some friend shit. Okay? But you want to sue me? So let's fight. Let's go to war. I can't wait. My uncles, my cousins, my Jewish lawyers are already ready.
Yeah, his cousins are coming out of the fucking tunnels, ready with their paperwork. And I know I'm making jokes, but it wasn't a total disaster. It wasn't great. But for what his fans are used to, this was their fucking UFC 300. But after the whole event, it came out that one of the boxers actually got brain damage from one of their fights. And because of that, the Florida Athletic Commission has banned Adin from hosting any more boxing events in Florida.
Oh, I have to give you guys an update about the boxing event. Thank you. So guys, the Florida Commission, the board basically, because of our last event, one of those fat f***s got like brain damage and complained. I don't think they complained, but like the what's it called? The fucking commission, they basically got mad.
Someone should check him for brain damage because he's already had like 3 boxing events, but still doesn't know the name of the organization that allows him to put them on. He only knows them by the commission. The Florida Athletic Commission. That's like me going, yeah, I upload videos on the tube. On the fucking tube.
The what's it called? The fucking commission, they basically got mad.
Oh, really? Did they get mad that someone who was a part of your event injured their fucking brain? Cheeto Vera didn't get any brain damage from that knee he took from O'Malley, but somehow in your amateur boxing event, someone got brain damage? And since he called the guy a fat fuck, I'm assuming he's talking about this fight. And what's funny is that after the fight, the guy who clearly got his ass beat gets checked on by a nurse. But look how she checks to see if he's okay.
I would have betted against you. I thought the Adin do it when we Can chat hear us right now or no?
Is he drunk or why the fuck is he following her finger? I have never seen one of these nurses come in after a fight, UFC or boxing, and have the fighter be like, alright, now, can you follow my finger? Yeah, and then can you walk a straight line, please? Yeah, and then say your alphabet backwards, and then can you blow into this breathalyzer? It obviously doesn't say, but just from the way the fight went and how this guy was treated afterwards, I'm 100% sure he went home and woke up with a headache bigger than he was, went to the doctor, and they're like, yeah, you damaged it. And then they ask me, did you sleep after, like, getting this head injury? And they're like, well, yeah, the doctor checked me, see if I was drunk, and after my ass was beat, so I took a nap. And they're like, well, that nap turned your obesity into the second thing that's about to kill you. And as you guys just saw, Adin could care less about this guy's health. He doesn't even know what type of brain damage it is. He just knows that it got him banned. And I know that there are different severities of brain damage, but look at how many different types of brain injuries someone can get. Some of them are more obvious than the others, but brain damage isn't something to brush off like a minor setback. But that's exactly how Adin is treating this, because like I said, being Jewish gives him a default legal advantage. So he found a loophole that even though he's banned from hosting boxing events, he wants to give people a bigger chance of getting brain damage and start hosting MMA events.
So we have two options. I'm gonna let y'all choose. We cannot do boxing no more. We can either do MMA, full on MMA, or we can do kickboxing. And I think we should go with kickboxing because MMA is gonna be a little bit harder to train and it's gonna take more time. And I have to literally build an octagon. So I think we run kickboxing because it's the same exact format we've been doing, except they're allowed to just kick. It's chat, like, they can kick and knee. It's literally the same thing, but they could just kick and do knee.
Oh, hell yeah, the same exact formula, only they have a chance at getting kicked in the head also? Never let this guy host any sort of combat sporting event ever again. Adin is the kind of person who would have someone die during one of these events and make it seem like that's a reason to go watch his next one that he's gonna put on somewhere else that doesn't have as much regulations as the last place does. I think just to put on one of these events, you have to be a part of at least one fight because Adin doesn't understand that lives are at stake when he puts these events on. And that ban was supposed to get him to at least somewhat realize that. But put Adin in an octagon and this is how he acts.
No kidding. God!
That clip alone should have banned him from hosting any sporting event ever. When he sees people fight, this is how he thinks it feels for them. Sneeko has more of a right to host an MMA event more than you ever will. And also, going back to earlier when I said he found a loophole, I looked it up and the Florida Athletic Commission regulates boxing, kickboxing, and MMA. So I have no idea why he's thinking that the same commission that banned him from doing one thing is going to be okay with him hosting another when they're still in charge of that sport. They're going to be like, didn't we just tell this guy to fuck off after he let someone sleep when their brain was bleeding? Did we? Did we all agree on that, guys? Yeah. Hopefully when they see Adin's name come up in the paperwork, they cancel it before he even has time to build an octagon. And hopefully this video doesn't get to Adin, but there is one way that he can get around all these regulations from the commission or wherever he thinks the news is coming from. He can do what the channel Street Beefs does and doesn't charge for entry, doesn't pay the fighters, and therefore it cannot be regulated by their state's boxing commission. But knowing what kind of person Adin is, and yeah, I'm talking about that kind, he would never do this if there wasn't any money involved. Because he's either that or he'll prove me wrong and do exactly what I just said. Until then, see you guys tomorrow. Peace.